can't do that.
So I said something I probably shouldn't have said, which is maybe why my feed was so tanked. Because I suggested that Trump was a meth head. And, gotta make sure that the title of the video is A-OK, number one, super okay, tough guy. Okay, hey, number one, super cool dude. I guess, I don't fucking know. Trying to figure out this whole thing it's taxing. It's tedious. But if they're gonna throttle me, I'll just record. I'm all good with it. I have so much I need to record. There's so much going on that it's hard not to write about it. It's weird. Like, and for me, it's almost involuntary. It's almost like this compulsion to do. Like you guys with fucking children. Like so many of my Israeli watchers, and how you guys are compelled to, violate kids and shit. Well, I'm compelled to write. Hello. Ooh, shake your neck, Aaron. How's it going? You see my title? Trump is the besticle. He's just the best. Why anybody would ever have any issues with Trump is just beyond me. I just don't understand. I just think he is so great. I do not understand what it is that has people so upset with him. I swear, if you go listen to TBG, you would think we had a fucking crystal ball or some shit. Because so many of our songs talk about all this stuff happening now. Like, it's amazing how topical TBG is, considering a lot of this shit is old. I am Blakely. Who, Jeff? Who? Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything about anybody named Jeffrey. Never heard of anybody named Jeffrey. I forgot about the Toys R Us mascot, because I don't know anybody named Jeffrey, even though he was Joffrey. It was close enough. The whole, me, I've said from the beginning that Epstein was a distraction. I wrote a song about it all the way a long time ago. In my song, Epstein didn't kill himself. It literally asks you, why do we ever even know about him in the first place? Jesus, that was loud. Those trikes, man, they have loud ass radios. Oh, these are the ugliest fucking cars. These things look so terrible. I just laugh every time I see them. What the fuck is that? How did they get us to do that? It says be seen. That's the license plate. Be seen. I made a video yesterday about on my Facebook, and should probably make a short for YouTube as well. But I was thinking about it, like, people always talk about the AI take over, AI this, AI that. And for me, I'm not concerned about AI. I maybe I should be, I guess, but I would assume AI wouldn't need to wipe us all out. Would only wipe out the bad ones. And knowing that, you could search my history all day long. You're not going to find anything that's going to make me look bad. I just don't think I've done or do anything that makes me look bad or makes me, a negative to this world. Why are you talking about a guy called Jeffrey? Are you mad? Fake news. We agree on something. The ugliness of the fucking Tesla car. Right. Too bad it's not that we should kill pedophiles or eliminate the J control scheme. No, that part I'm just crazy. But hey, at least you agree with me about the Tesla truck. Dumbass. Looks like it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain! We knew that. They sprayed the shit out of us the other day. But yeah, the whole AI thing, like, I think if AI starts going through the motions, it's gonna see me as somebody that was righteous. Somebody that was good. Somebody that fought against this piece of shit system. I was watching this guy today. I don't know. It's funny that it just happened to work out that way, right? Like, you would think I would have watched this video before I made my video. But this guy was asking the Bible about the Holy of Holies, or asking ChatGPT, asking AI, where does the phrase holiest of holies appear in the Bible? Jesus Christ. Just saw some dumb broad walking with a fucking mask on. Black broad. Big fat black broad with a mask on. How stupid can you be? I don't know, one of those heavy metals. Right? But I'm watching this guy ask the AI about the Holy of Holies, and the system is programmed to be polite. Like, if you ask a question, it'll say, okay, you want to know blah blah blah. Like, it'll repeat the question back to you, or it'll say, something. And he's fucking stop, boy, listen here, boy. And he's like getting off on being an asshole to the AI. And I just thought, like, if there's anything that's going to lead to AI flipping out and killing people, oh look, just as it's being mentioned, right on the edge of the cloud system. That couldn't be more ridiculous. It's like they hear what I'm saying and they're like, oh, let's make Guy's video better. Jesus Christ. But this guy's getting off, flipping out on the computer, and I just thought, like, how insignificant are you that's what you're doing? Yeah, sure, sounds great. Yep, those are called clouds. That's not stratospheric aerosol injection. That's not marine cloud brightening. That's not cloud seeding. They're just clouds. Airplanes make clouds. They make straight line clouds. That's all they do. Well, not that airplane. That airplane that's coming from Detroit Metro Airport, that one doesn't make any clouds. But the one that's way up high in the stratosphere is not doing stratospheric aerosol injection, dumbass. It's just clouds coming out. Just clouds. Right? Right? You're prepared to even have this argument, right? You know anything about any of this stuff, right? Like, it's so goofy. I'm so sick of people unqualified. So sick of unqualified people coming in here and trying to get attention. Like, I would absolutely love to engage you in an intelligent debate or discussion, whatever you want to call it. Absolutely, that would be great. You're not capable of it. Those are clouds. Airplanes make clouds like they always have. Before there were airplanes, there were no clouds. No. There was never any clouds or rain or anything. And then we started making airplanes. And when we did that, then it started to rain. We were scared because we didn't know. We didn't know what would happen. All of a sudden these clouds are made, and then it starts raining, and then there was the boom booms and the flashy that come out of the clouds, and that scared me a lot. Like, you're just stupid. Yeah, many people believe these things he's saying. He's definitely not good representation of the message when his heart is full of darkness. I'll never forget what he said because I'm Jewish. That you're a piece of shit, and I hope you fucking, all of you are eliminated. Yeah, I'll never stop saying it. No, there's no such thing as clouds. No, those are clouds. Wait. I'm not insane enough to have a conversion or a conversation that makes sense to you. Oh, that's what it is. So you're just going to talk nonsense because you're so good. You want to start the conversation by saying something dumb, but then when you're called out and asked for proof or elaboration of what you're saying, then you're like, no, I can't do that. No, you're just how I expect you to be. I'm the scum. You are. You're a scum piece of shit pedophile. You're a genocidal pedophile. And until you denounce that cult, you're a piece of shit. You need to be removed. Eliminated. Today's prize is a PSP with 4 pre-installed games. Damn, son! Oh, I reported you because I don't like what you're saying. I only like free speech when Charlie does it. Charlie. You know, Charlie was killed for his free speech, right? Charlie was killed for his religious values, right? Yeah, he was. No, he was. Yeah. People could tell by the bullet. Yeah. Don't ask those questions, right? Don't ask why, how we knew that Charlie was killed over those things immediately. Don't ask that question. We just knew it. And you're a terrorist if you don't agree. Oh, look at you. Delusional and deranged. Again, keep proving the point. Delusional and deranged. We should kill pedophiles. We should eliminate the pedophile system that controls things. The genocidal pedophile system that controls things. I am delusional. I don't believe in Sky Daddy. So that makes me delusional. A real legit person believes that a God up there watching down on you and he's pissed. He's a fucking asshole, always killing and shit. He loves you. God loves you. Loves you. Ew. You guys gotta see this. So this is what happens when you boil water over and over again in a coffee mug or in a teapot. Oh my God, look at that. What are we drinking? Wow. Looks like a fucking snow globe. Yeah! Huh? Yeah, well, you gotta see this. I emptied out the teapot.
Oh, I wash it out all the time when
Look at that.
To make you tea. Yeah, the sediment.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this shit that builds up in the bottom of the tea kettle? What's up?
Well, shocker, President Trump. Hanks was set to receive the 2025 Sylvanus Thayer Award from the West Point Association of Graduates this month. The award was to recognize Hanks's work throughout his film career that supported,
movies.
quote, veterans, the military, and America's space program. Let's be honest, Tom Hanks, well deserving of this honor.
Why am I watching
after
this?
starring and producing iconic works like Saving Private Ryan, Band of Brothers, Apollo 13, etc. But this past weekend, an alumni group in charge of presenting the award abruptly canceled the ceremony. Trump, of course, chimed in and applauded the West Point alumni group for nixing the ceremony, saying, "We don't need destructive, woke recipients getting our cherished American awards." Here we go again with woke. What does that even mean? The word has become empty slang for anything and anyone that offends conservatives, especially Trump.
Look at that
Hanks has
face.
been critical of Trump, very, very slightly critical, describing his vulgar comments that leaked in 2005, the Access Hollywood interview with Billy Bush, as offensive. And he did endorse Hillary Clinton in the 2016 election. That's it. Tom Hanks is arguably one of the greatest actors of our generation. He's a box office star, a two-time back-to-back Oscar winner, playing iconic American roles and telling the American story of honor and sacrifice. But most importantly, in his free time, Tom Hanks has used his celebrity status to highlight and support, you guessed it, our veterans. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has only insulted them.
He told senior staff, quote, "Why should I go to that cemetery? It's filled with losers."
War hero. He's a war hero. 5.5 years. He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
Who doesn't love?
I mean, he's talking about McCain. McCain's a piece of shit. You made me stand here for that? God damn it. I hate when you do that shit. Dumbass. He was, and that was...
Do you know how many POWs?
Yes, I know a lot of dumbass motherfuckers were tricked into joining the military and then bad shit happened to them. I don't have that military sentiment like people think we should or we're supposed to. I don't, you're a fucking murderer. You knew that there was a really good chance you were going to have to murder someone. And you joined up anyway. Like, I just don't have that never-ending love, Support the troops, support the troops. I do support those poor kids tricked into it. But as far as the military goes, no, not at all. I think it's all just a big fucking ruse. It's a big, it's a big con to just like everything else. It's just one big fucking con. They love when we die. They love the idea of us killing each other. That's why they'll never take our guns. People talk about, they're going to take our guns. They'll never take our guns. And if they do, it'll be just before just before the hammer drops, just before they really, they start rounding people up or something. But they're never going to take our guns away because we kill each other too easily, too efficiently. Oh, I can't help it, I'm Jewish. You can, because Jewish isn't a race, you piece of shit. See what I mean? You see how stupid these people are? Being Jewish is a choice. You choose to be an awful cult member who believes in raping children and shit. Fucking Matitza Bapeh is it. That's the thing. Matitza Bapeh. But see, this is what I'm saying. Like this is how stupid these people are. This person keeps making excuses. This person doesn't say, "Look, I'm really proud of my religion, of my cult, of my religion, because they do this or they do that. They have such good that they bring to the world, yada yada yada." This person says, "I can't help it. I can't help it. I was born this way." Like, he's not even proud of his shit to defend it. He's ashamed of it and says, I can't help that. I can't help that. Do you have any proof that submarines are... Yeah, lots of it. Go watch parts 1 through 9 if you really care about that more than what's being talked about. Which is always funny to me. I can't help it, I'm Jewish. I can't help it. Even if he was telling the truth, his blatant hate is going to ruin freedom of speech. Yes, because talking bad about one group shouldn't be allowed. That group can say anything they want about anyone. That group can push as much fear, warmongering, hate mongering. They can do all that shit. But if you talk bad about them, that ruins freedom of speech. It ruins freedom of speech because cowardly pedos don't like what you're saying. Think about that. This guy's too dumb to actually make the argument. So it just turns into, I'm going to report, I'm going to tell on you. I don't like what you're saying, I'm going to tell on you. It's embarrassing, man. These pieces of shit are embarrassing. And I just, it's embarrassing that they are how are they the fucking problem? How did they get any sort of position of power? They're so goddamn stupid. Seriously, it's just the stupidest shit. That's just not. Guy, you are the reason I'm considering converting. Okay, well, I guess, so me saying that it's all about pedophilia and genocide, you're like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me. This is how stupid they are. Seriously. What have I said that would even slightly make it sound good? But this is, again, when you can't think of anything, oh, go take your meds. There we go. We have the meds. Am I yapping? Am I schizophrenic? Am I deflecting? Am I projecting? All these things instead of you addressing the fact that you're a fucking pedophile. We should kill pedophiles. It's pretty fucking funny, man. It's funny how stupid you are. And how you can't help but prove it with everything you say. I mean, it's embarrassing. Your group support is here, yeah? Oh, okay. I mean, I would assume there are people out there that support killing pedos. You thought I supported Jews? Yes. Based on what? Based on what part? When have I ever said anything even remotely friendly about that disgusting pedo cult? It's a pedo cult. It's a cult where pedophilia is at the top of the list. Hanukkah, the Maccabees, everything. It's just crazy. Oh yeah, that's what we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the Katowice.
When a man's not really isn't the best of the herd, no one cares who should. They just toss him to the curb. No one says what he deserves. We simply tell it like it is. He's judged on his body of work.
Oh, sweet. Let me actually keep this up too. Okay, the Katowice Conference was a convention of Hovivi Zion groups from various countries held in Katowice, Germany, today Katowice, Poland. In November 1884, it was assembled to address the need of a Jewish state and to develop a plan for the creation of a Jewish state. Wait. I thought the whole idea of Israel and the Jewish state started with the Balfour Declaration in 1917. Said Botus Boys. I'm stupid. Meanwhile, I drive a 2025 Model 3 Performance on vacation in Israel, visiting family like normal people while you do drugs in the forest while being a weird mess. Yes. So, one, you're a liar. Two, I'm this important to you that you're on vacation and you're watching me. I hope you have me loud so all of you pieces of shit Israelis can hear what I'm saying. I hope everybody around you can hear what what hatred the average American has for you. How disgusting you pedophiles are and how we can't wait to get rid of you. It's coming. You guys know it's coming. You're sitting there right now. If you're in Israel, and you really are, you're celebrating while there's genocide happening a mile away from you. While kids are starving a mile away from you. You're a piece of absolute shit. Your whole crew is just disgusting pedophiles. And the funny thing is, like, it's getting exposed, man. It's happening everywhere. Have you guys seen the what Albania has been saying, and Pakistan, what the representatives have been saying, and how they've been calling this shit out? Like, it's happening. It's just happening. Yep. Booted for the second time, says Ken. Only one. So people only take vacations to Israel. That makes sense. The original date for the conference was chosen to coincide with the 100th anniversary of the birth of Moses Montefiore. That's why they chose the date of this conference, was because of Moses Montefiore. The guy said he was on vacation in Israel. Yeah. And then some dumbass just said, so people only take vacations in Israel? Right? Are you paying attention, or are you just talking to hear yourself or read yourself? The conference was chaired by Leon Pinkser and attended by 32 people, of which 22 were from Russia. It was the first public meeting of Zionists, preceding the first Zionist conference by 13 years. 13 years. Gotta love it. Not gonna lie, I barely pay. So you pull up my feed for comfort to just, I mean, why would you have my feed on? Oh, Karen, it's not hot enough. I can tell you that. You know that the whole, like, there's a comparison that exists. And it's this idea of somebody being a individual unit, multiple ovens, being able to just bake 6 million pizzas. And the logic just isn't there. Voice must be soothing. Well, then he should go get the free download, www.the-bilderberg, BILDERBERG-group.com. Where the rest? Where's the dipshit on vacation? You know he's probably gonna fuck a child while he's on vacation, right? That's what they do. And it's not even a Goyim child. If he's in Israel, he's probably gonna fuck one of their own, because that's what they do. Transcendence and enlightenment and shit like that. The binding of Isaac and just all these crazy things. The Israel Hayom Bottom of Darkness article that will be attached to this video, and if you need it now, is attached to previous videos in the description. Israel Hayom, that's the website, ISREO, obviously. Hayom, Hayom. And the article is called Bottom of Darkness. And it's literally about how the ritual sexual assault is so prominent in Israel that it's like everyday shit. The cops are involved, the government's involved, definitely the synagogues are involved.
Bands like Pantera are racist, yet they're allowed to
Okay, so the Hovivi Zion movement began in Russia and Romania. See, the funniest shit, funniest aspect about all this is you're just supposed to read it and I guess apply your current knowledge to it to override the bullshit. So the idea that 32 people, that the conference was held in Poland, 32 people were there, 22 were from Russia, and 10 were from other countries in 1884. Just think about the logistics behind that. So I don't know if Pinkser, Leon Pinkser, he's the chair of it. I don't know if that means he's the guy that that sets everything up. But he would have to have gone to this place, this Ketaweiss, selected the building, worked out the date that they were going to use it, and the cost and the rent and all that shit. Why are you bringing up cheese pizza, you fucking weirdo? Tell me what your proof is that submarines aren't real, right? Because that's what we're talking about right now. And hearing about the origins of Zionism and who's controlling this planet, that's not important. You care about my belief in submarines. Yep. And that doesn't sound like, some sort of plant or anything. Most normal people, when you start hearing about this stuff, they go, oh. It's fucking silly. Plus, I go to Israel, so would he even stop? What? Plus, I go to Israel so would he even stop hating me? What the hell does that even mean? What are you plussing? Fucking stupid, man. And no, I would never stop hating you. I think you guys should have what you want. When I win the presidency in 2028, my first fucking thing will be to eliminate, to make cult worship, Judaism cult worship, illegal. And so if you wanted to continue to be a piece of shit friar, all you piece of shit friars watching the feed right now, if you wanted to be some piece of shit friar, you're welcome to be, but just not here. You have to go to Israel. And when you're in Israel, good luck, because the American teat will no longer be available to feed you, to keep you alive and support you. But that's okay, because you're so much better than everybody anyway. You don't need our help anymore. What do you need our help? We're just dumb goyim. You don't need our help with shit anymore. You don't need our money anymore. You don't need our anything anymore. So just be happy. I'm giving you what you want. I will remove those pesky Palestinians. And as I say, the Palestinians, they will be brought to the United States. They will be set up with a free life. $3.8 billion a year being freed up means we can spend it on a lot of other things that would make more sense. So the Palestinians will get to come here, live for free until they want to go back, if the opportunity ever arises for them to go back, if the land ever clears of the monsters, then you're more than welcome back. You have a plane ticket already prepared for you. When that happens, you get the first plane tickets. And it's weird. Why wouldn't they want that? You'd think that would be their favorite. I would be their hero for giving them what they want. But apparently not. Doesn't it sound great? Isn't it great? Yapping. There we go again. I'm yapping. You have to love how desperate they are. So to think again, so we're back, it's 1884, 1883, I would assume. Dude has to go figure out everything he wants to do, like all the logistics of it. The lodging, get the hotels ready for the 32 guests, and just everything. Then he has to get to wherever he's from, which is, let me see, Leon Pinkster. Is this the guy that was, yeah, this guy was in Russia. So he figures it. Then he sends out messages via pigeon service, I assume. Right? I mean, how are you get in there? Horse-drawn carriages, and they trek all that way to Poland, where they then have their little meeting. Then they have to get all the way back to where they were. Think about all the logistics that was like. In what you think, oh shit. In what you think 1844 looked like. Because obviously what you think 1844 looked like in your head isn't actually what it is. It's always surprising when you see old depictions of shit, because it's like, who built all that shit, right? Obviously, who built it? That's the ultimate question for every sort of historian and all that. I really do like the My Lunch Break videos. I just hate thinking he's a fucking Christian. But whatever, I digress. Ooh, hot tea. I'm not trying to spill this tea. Spill the tea. Oh. No, your mother was a whore. Remember? Your mother was a dirty gangbang whore. Just like you. Charlie was awesome, and my parents love him. See, this is exactly my point, right? This is how stupid these friars are. So, supposedly the narrative we're being given is that Charlie had turned on Israel. He had started asking questions that Goyim shouldn't. He started saying some of the same things I'm saying. So why is Israel completely ignoring it? I've never seen another person that talked as bad about Israel be so revered by Israel. Isn't that strange? And apparently they all got the memo. Like, what they've convinced you and they've tricked you into thinking is that they don't have a network that they all get texts from and they all get emails from and whatnot that tells them how to respond, gives them the provided talking points and shit. That's why they all say the same shit. And if it was true, then everybody would say it. But they say it. They have their own specific narrative. And so you have to ask yourself, again, why didn't Israel turn on Charlie Kirk as soon as he started speaking against Israel? Because that you every time you try to bring up that Charlie was an Israel supporter to Charlie Kirk supporters, they all say, oh, no, he had turned against Israel. He was turning against Israel. That might be why he got shot. He turned against Israel, blah, 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 blah. But they're not looking at it realistically. And actually, Israel killing Charlie makes more sense when you look at the response that's been had. Explain how consciousness exists if there is no God. Oh, Jesus. Such stupidity. Oh my God. You think freaking Israel did it? You are insane. Good luck with your fall. Yep. Israel absolutely did it. Israel created Charlie so they could kill him. Because they're not going to sacrifice one of their own. Like, it would have been so much better if it was Ben Shapiro. I'm praying to God Ben Shapiro gets Kirk next. Ben Shapiro is such an awful human being. Unapologetic. He's unapologetically a Zionist. Okay, well, he's I unapologetically hope he gets Kirked. But they're not gonna sacrifice their own. I've said this day after day. If you look at Charlie's donor list, it looks like a fucking bar mitzvah registration. Jews created Charlie Kirk, and then they had him switch his rhetoric to make it look like he was turning against Israel. And then they killed him, and now they're praising him. Have you seen the disgusting fucking video of the Charlie Kirk angel talking about how united this should make Israel and the United States? I mean, he was literally changing his tune, so why would he be in heaven as an angel now telling us to work with Israel? Think about the name, Charlie Church. Yeah, exactly. Actually debating someone? Yep, I'm preventing you from saying things that matter. You and your whore mother. Look at this. Just look at this obsession with me. Yet none of it tells you what I'm. Did you see anybody in here telling me I'm wrong about something? And how I'm wrong, what I'm wrong, you know. They might say, oh, you're wrong about this. But they don't go any further than that. I'm just some dumb goyim, and I'm not supposed to say these things. And it was the admitted Jew that's in Israel right now, according to him. He brought up Charlie. Coincidence that every person talking this shit is either sipping a bottle of liquor or hitting a pipe. Yup, every person. Because, you know, smoking weed is terrible. When you're looking for any excuse you can, this is what you do. This is what you come up with. And you're right, Karen, I do need to get back to it. So, the Hovivi Zion movement began in Russia and Romania and slowly spread out to the east of the Jewish world. Well, so again, you have to talk about supposedly Zionism was first sort of thought of or initiated or whatever you want to say by a pamphlet. Let's see if we can talk about the pamphlets. To the living, the Jew is a corpse. To the native, a foreigner. To the homesteader, a vagrant. To the proprietary, a beggar. To the poor, an exploiter and a millionaire. To the patriot, a man without a country. For all, a hated rival. The auto-emancipation pamphlet. It's really important we understand this. So, the auto-emancipation pamphlet is a pamphlet written in German by a Russian, Polish, Jewish doctor and activist, Leon Pinsker. Now, Leon Pinsker, Leon Pinsker, he was a lawyer. He studied to be a lawyer, but because Jews weren't allowed to have lawyer jobs, he decided to be a physician instead. Oh yeah, we do need to look up the prodigals of Zion.
Why would you insist on getting all pissed?
I will look that up, actually. We'll go through that.
So dangerous. Why would you shame someone?
Prove it. Prove what? Oh, let's see. It's crazy going through life being hated nonstop by people. Gee, but it's never important to ask, why does everybody hate you? See, we love to cry. We're hated by everyone. Everyone hates us so much. Well, why does everyone hate you? Is it because of what you do? Who you are as people? I know the reason, one of the main reasons why you were kicked out of 109 countries in the last 1,000 years, at least according to history, is because of the whole insistence on cutting and sucking on baby penises. That's literally why Hanukkah is celebrated today. Hanukkah celebrates circumcision. How fucking crazy is that? But that's, that's what I'm saying. Like, the crybaby, everybody just hates us. It's crazy going through life where everybody hates you. Says the guy who was just bragging about being in Israel on vacation while, he's a mile away from a genocide. Like this, shaking my head, but I'm just making excuses for my religion and culture, right? Well, you don't even like it, right? Didn't you say you can't help it? The government isn't even taking your rights. It's him. I'm taking people's rights? If this isn't the most typical Jewish response you could get, right? Ignoring all the facts, whining and crying and trying to get people to look in different directions. Why? 'Cause lies, the ones that are proliferated from weirdos like you that wouldn't say it to my face. I would absolutely say everything to your little bitch ass face. I'd have to duck down. But which part am I lying? Which part is Wiki lying about? Which thing have I said that's a lie? Why don't you do that? Let's see if you can follow even like slight, slim, easy ass, nothing instructions. You tell me about one thing that I'm lying about. Mr. Capital Letters, he's mad. He's a mad friar. These friars are mad. I'm mad at you, friar. You piece of shit friars, man. So Leon Pinsker in 1882 writes this pamphlet. And it's not even, it doesn't even say that much, though. I'm going to read the quotes. Indeed, listen, here. Compare this to what this dumb fucking dumbass is saying in the comment section. See if you notice any similarities. Indeed, what a pitiful figure we cut. We are not counted among the nations, neither have we a voice in their councils, even when their affairs concern us. Our fatherland, the other man's country, our unity, desperation, our solidarity, the battle against us, our weapon, humility, our future, or our defense, flight, our individuality, adaptability, our future, the next day. What a miserable role for a nation which descends from the Maccabees, penis cutters. The great ideas of the 18th and 19th centuries have not passed by our people without leaving a mark. We feel not only as Jews, we feel as men. As men, we, too, wish to live like other men and be a nation like the others. We don't want any of the bad stuff. We must not attach ourselves to the place where our political life was once violently interrupted and destroyed. The goal of our present endeavors must be not the Holy Land, but a land of our own. We need nothing but a large piece of land for our poor brothers, a piece of land which shall remain our property, from which no foreign master can expel us. Thither we shall take with us the most sacred possessions which we have saved from the shipwreck of our former fatherland, the God-idea, and the Bible. An admission right there, a really sly admission that it's all just a fucking idea, the God idea that they put out there. It is only these which have made our fatherland the Holy Land, and not Jerusalem or Jordan. Perhaps the Holy Land will again become ours. If so, all the better. But first of all, we must determine, and this is the crucial point, what country is accessible to us, and at the same time adapted to offer Jews of all lands who must leave their homes a secure and unquestioned refuge capable of being made productive. This was somehow prolificated all over Europe and Russia, and I guess this pamphlet. So in today's age, we think of things like a website or an email or something. But back then, are we to believe that they all knew each other and they all knew where each other lived so that they could send this pamphlet to each of their residences? How else would it be everywhere? How else would they have been able to spread this pamphlet out like that? A pamphlet. And of course, the guy that wrote it anonymously and published it. He published it anonymously in German. The Polish-Russian guy published it in German on January 1st, 1882. Are you serious? Do you guys believe this shit? Do you guys believe this shit? You think this is real? This is the history. This is why they're committing genocide right now. This is why they feel justified in their genocide right now, to this day. This is why they rape children in Hollywood and they don't get in trouble for it. And of course, notice like the crybaby's not saying anything. You are a coward, dude. I know you wouldn't say a peep to me, and I pray we meet one day. Sure you do. I would just beat you down so badly. It's not even funny. Like, it wouldn't even be a contest. I just step on your stupid little ass and scrape you off my shoe. What a whining whack of wonkers. A whining, whining whack of wonkers. It's crazy. Do you all believe this lunatic? Yes, I'm a lunatic because I'm reading you what it says on the Wikipedia that's all locked up. We can guess this page, and we all know that Israel controls Wikipedia. Pretty popular video showing Naftali Bennett bragging about how they control Wikipedia. They taught the editors how to edit things so that they are so if somebody were to search something like the Gaza flotilla, they want to be there. They want to influence what is written, how it's written, and to ensure that it's balanced and Zionist in nature. Oh, now Google's lying. Oh, now it's a lie. Anytime they can't argue, it's just a lie. So what incentive does Israel-controlled Wikipedia, what incentive do they have to lie in the explanation of their history, of your history? Google works for Palestine. Then shouldn't Palestine be fucking loaded? You see how stupid they are? They're just dumb as fuck. Like, it's insane how stupid these people are. Because nobody's attempting to argue against what I'm saying. And it's funny too, I'm reading Jewish history, so why don't they want us reading Jewish history? Why don't they want us knowing this shit? Why do they want to pretend like everybody involved in it apparently lying? It's all one big lie. that they put out there, and I'm at fault because I read it. Your Y-O-U-R being trolled hard. Yes, Y-O-U-R. Y-O-U-R.
Saying they're playing with Mother Nature. Have you read that on paper our vapors being destroyed? The ploys they employ make Siegfried and Roy look like boys playing in
Whether or not I'm being trolled or anything like that, this information is still getting out because it wouldn't any other way.
The built-in submission targets the children, since that's when
The dumb friar said something. Let's see. I didn't go up as much. I didn't go up as much money. I work my butt off. I work my butt off. Some people resent me as soon as they find out I'm Jewish. Shaking my head. It's crazy how many people like this have hatred and jealousy in their soul. So the hatred is jealousy. Oh, is that what you're claiming? That's why everyone hates you so much, because they're jealous of you disgusting little pedophile trolls, huh? This is the claim. This, given the opportunity to explain things, this is the best he could come up with. Well, you're just jealous. You're jealous because I work so hard. And while he's working, he still finds the time to come here every day and cry. Grow up, he says. Grow up. Hey, what are you doing? You're not supposed to. You're just supposed to listen to what I'm saying. I'm supposed to say it, and you're supposed to say, okay, that's the truth. What are you doing? Why are you arguing with me? Why aren't you just listening to me? I'm special. Yeah, you're a piece of shit. We know it. Right? We know that you're a piece of shit, friar, Israeli motherfucking pedophile, genocidal piece of shit. We get it. Too bad you can't explain anything. Too bad your only excuse for why everyone hates you. Like to think that he's even saying it like, and you have no idea how many people I meet, and as soon as they find out I'm Jewish, they hate me. Well, why? Oh, they're jealous too? Everyone you meet that hates you is just jealous. It has nothing to do with all the genocide. It has nothing to do with all the pedophilia. Nothing like that. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're just awful human beings. You know, you're just mean and shitty and entitled and whiny little crybaby bitches. Not that stuff. It's just this. Oh. Those of Israel will always be blessed. Keep thinking that way. I think if you guys knew that, you wouldn't be working so hard to try to, you wouldn't be on your vacation trying to get my attention and all that. You wouldn't care. But I think you guys see it, man. The end is coming. And really, this is all part of it too, where they've convinced us that the only way we get to sort of that next level is through some sort of violence, some sort of cataclysm. Instead of realizing that, the next step is eliminating the system that keeps us where we are. And as soon as we do that, that golden age begins. The whole world gets better when we eliminate Israel. When we eliminate the fucking the cult. Right? Like it's disgusting. And look how desperate he is. Thanks, Ellie. Thanks, somebody's giving me praise. The goofy Filipino broad. She's giving me praise. Thank you, somebody. Doesn't everybody hate me? Everybody on here that hates you, they hate me. You hate me. Love always triumphs hate. I can't even hear this dude's hate in the background. Right. Love always triumphs hate. Because when it comes to the most loving people in the world, it's clearly the Israelis. Oh, that's probably why everybody hates you so much, right?
I twist and burn to fit your mold. I hit return.
Is that it? Because of all the love you give, everybody hates you so much? It's just funny how they just have nothing. They have nothing. He doesn't even know his own shit, so how could he argue it? Photo believed to show the victims, mostly Jewish children, of a 1905 pogrom in today's Dnipro. Yeah, this is a real picture here, for sure. A couple of them have their arms are still up. They're on their back and their arms are up. I can't show the picture. But it's believed to be this, and they know that most of the children are Jewish. Even though it's believed to be this, then they know it's this. So it started in Russia and Romania and slowly spread. Important early members were Hayom Weizmann, Ehad Haman, Menachem Yusishkin, Israel Zangwill, and Leo Mutzkin. The Hovivi Zion organizations were usually small and independent. In 1882, Leon Yehuda Lieb Pinkser, he changed his name to Yehuda Lieb because he needed a name, Leon Pinkser. Well, that doesn't sound very Semitic, does it? Or Leon Pinsker. That doesn't sound very Semitic, does it? Influenced by a string of pogroms in his town of Odessa. Oh, another thing that's all about, it's the pogroms. The pogroms. So many pogroms. Everybody just hated them because they were so jealous. All those pogroms supposedly against the Jewish ghettos, right? The pogroms that were well funded by the system at hand. They were jealous too, is that what it was? Their hate all came from jealousy too? I do question the team structure and managerial style of the Giovanni, through who seem to keep underperforming individuals like Jesse James and Meowth unemployed. Yep. So see what we're doing? Anything we can do to stop talking about what's going on here. America is filled with Jewish educated politicians in AIPAC. So of course we support them, right? You support Israel controlling the United States. Does anybody really think that the page that joined 3 months ago and has no subscribers is a real American that just, yeah, we just love them because we love the idea that Israel controls our government secretly? Why wouldn't anybody like that? Israel's such a good place. So embarrassing, man. Anyway, the name of the Ein Manuf Ansin Stagen von Emin Russian Juden. Self-emancipation, a warning addressed to his brethren by a Russian Jew. Pinsker outlined his belief that the root cause of anti-Semitism was that the Jews were a people without a nation of their own. That's not even an answer. Everybody hates them. Anti-Semitism, we need to take that quick break. So people need to understand that Semitism is supremacy, is Jewish supremacy. The definition is policy or predisposition favorable to Jews. The rules and regulations and the genetic programming. Predisposition is genetic programming. Your mother has heart disease, her father has heart disease, her brothers have heart disease, grandparents had heart disease. Well, you are predisposed to having heart disease. So when they say policy or predisposition, that's some deep shit right there, right? So if Semitism is policy and predisposition favorable to Jews, well then anti-Semitism opposes that idea. Why should they have any sort of favor over anyone else? What makes them so special? Because the book they wrote says they are? They're clearly not smart enough to even have like a reasonable discussion about anything, right?
Why aren't we required to research a crime?
If you want to see him, comment. Yeah, post the pedo flag. Anybody that posts the pedo flag will get banned. But you know what? This person that has the page that's 3 months old with no subscribers, they already know that. This isn't their first time here. Hope and humanity restored. Yeah, I don't know my stuff, LOL, but the guy who breathes hate, future is of bound to be unfortunate. Your life is walking in circles, woods, getting high. You're so mad with your cap locks on that you can't even make sense anymore. You're just fucking saying nonsense because you can't argue what's being said. You can't argue against anything I'm saying, so you're crying. More crying. Typical fucking friar, man. This is exactly what I'm saying. Free Palestine indeed, but we got to think beyond free Palestine because freeing Palestine, I don't even know what that means anymore. When has Palestine ever been free? Pre-2023, pre-2016, pre-2006, pre-1983, pre-1967, pre-1948, pre-1919. Like, when are we talking about free Palestine?
Former FBI chief Ted Gunderson.
You know, you can't have free Palestine until we get rid of the fucking. It's a worldwide problem. You can't say free Palestine to the Yemen, the Qatari, all the people that Israel is literally attacking. Free Palestine doesn't mean anything to them. We need something that's unifying, and our unifying call is to end the cult. End the friar cult altogether. Just give them their space and we'll see how they fare. I'm not suggesting we kill anybody. I'm suggesting we give them what they want. Give them their supremacy. Give them their seclusion. We'll see how well they fare. Yeah, because you're literally calling me the most disrespectful possible things a human can call another. I am the monster, right? Yeah, you absolutely are. You admitted fucking pedophile. You piece of shit friar admitted pedophile. I am so proud of my anti-Semitism. Have you heard of gematria? Yeah, it's stupid. More Jewish nonsense. Why would I give a shit about Jewish nonsense? More and more distraction. Oh, it's based on the numbers and da, da, da. Who decided what that shit means? I couldn't care less about that. It's not gematria that's fucking that's destroying our planet right now and killing people. Well, if I quit smoking, then what would you have to use as your excuse then? I'm giving you your out. All the cowards that are looking for something to focus on. Now, if I was like, had a corncob pipe and I was, then I would be an intellectual. But it's funny how nothing you like. Let's just keep focusing on everything but what's being said, right? Fun facts: Jews don't eat normal food, but we actually have to eat humans. We actually have to eat humans. Every one of us has a devil tail and a whore. Oh, thanks for answering me about things I don't even talk about. Now, see, look at this like distraction, right? Now you're just bringing up dumb shit. Nobody gives you that much power. You don't have any devil horns because you're just weak, inferior little pieces of shit people. You're little scrubs, you're little friar scrubs, and you just need to be gotten rid of. But you do actually do the whole blood libel thing. That's why it's been a thing forever. That's why even in the false narrative you give us that is our history, it's still included over and over again on how they, especially for Passover, but all year round, kill Christian children, kill children in general, drain their blood and bake it into their matzah for their rituals. It's a very specific thing, kind of like well poisoning, very, very specific, only seemingly attached to this one group of people, and yet it's fake, right? It's another one of those, it's just a lie. You're only getting one side of the story. You're only getting one side of the story. Hate, hate, hate. Yes, I'm absolutely proud of my hate. Like, you say it like it's a bad thing. Like somebody shouldn't hate pedophiles. How should I feel about pedophiles there, pedo? What do you think? I hate pedophiles. I hate slavery. I hate, you know, your fucking arrogant ignorance for sure. But this, your dumb crybaby shit doesn't work on me. Haven't you figured that out? All those things that normally work, that you call people names or you make, you know, weird accusations and shit, and they usually back, oh, no, I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm not anti-Semitic. All that shit doesn't work on me. So now look what you're fucking forced to do. Look at the dumb shit you're forced into saying while supposedly on vacation. It's amazing how stupid they are. Is anybody actually listening to this guy? Right. What you do is come onto feeds where somebody's talking about this one specific thing, and then you just don't pay attention. I just love this arrogance. It's so stupid. You know, when I'm the most entertaining thing you could be doing in your life, there's nothing else you can come up with, and you claim you hate me? It doesn't really work out well, does it?
The greats aren't the same. They came to explain the frame.
And of course you hate me because I think we should kill pedos, right? You hate me because I think we should get rid of the control scheme that's committing genocide and raping children. Pokemon, right? You're doing everything you can. So you're paying attention, right? If you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't be responding to me. As soon as I finally address you, you're like, oh, thank you, master. You're talking about Pokemon because you can't talk about anything else. And to act like Zionism and pedophilia and all these aren't, well, this is boring. The Epstein list is just boring. You're one of those dumbasses, right? And the Jews built Egypt, then why can't they tell us how the pyramids were built? They didn't do shit. They didn't. Their fucking shit was invented in the 1800s. Judaism is not old. That's why Hebrew was invented in the late 1800s, early 1900s. They invented it. Eliezer ben Yehuda invented Hebrew shortly after 1900, 1903 or so. Or he at least put it all together in the book, in the dictionary. The first Hebrew dictionary that had to use Aramaic, especially Arabic, to supplement the deficiencies of the language. They invented it. They're good builders. Show me something they've built. Idiot. I thought you weren't paying attention, dude. You're not paying attention, remember? You walked yourself into this one. Because it sure seems like you're hanging on every word I'm saying. But you just claimed you weren't paying attention. Seems like you're really stupid. But that's not really new, is it? Zionism was invented in the 1800s. Yep, that's what we're talking about. And just like everything else, it's the 1880s. Our timeline seems to sort of begin in the 1880s, 1870s. It's fucking crazy. When you start looking at all the shit that supposedly took place in the 1880s, it's it's when they first started putting together the shit. And they all had to be part of it. They all wanted to be part of the narrative. I mean, I don't even know. Like, there's no proof that any of it's real. There's no proof that any of this bullshit took place that we're reading about. Just more stories. I can't even look at this predator's face. Someone needs to save those people from his basement right now. See? Look at how desperate you're getting. You can't make any reasonable points, so now you're just crying and making up fantasies and shit. I'm talking about your own shit, and you can't say anything good. And because, you like children so much, you have that childlike mentality that this is all you can do. Well, you're stupid. Dumb fucking friars. Dumb fucking friars. You Jews are truly evil and are the only enemy of our race. I wouldn't say they're new. I mean, there's not like old ones. This narrative that black people are the original Jews is just something to keep the narrative going. It's not real. It's stupid. Am I supposed to believe that the little nerds, the little inferior, physically inferior, mentally inferior, modern day Jews overtook black people? Are we kidding me? Get out of here. They overtook their shit and stole it from them? How? What mighty Jewish warriors did they have back then? Circumcision obsessed fucking weirdos. I proudly hate them. I hate their belief structure. But guess what? I hate Christianity too, so don't think you're that special. I hate Islam. I hate all of those, especially the 3 Abrahamic control schemes. But I hate all the control schemes that have people believing there's some sort of malevolent being out there that's fucking controlling everything and blah, blah. Like, no, get out of here. It's stupid. It's stupid any way you slice it. And just because it's not directly associated with the Abrahamic religions, you could tell it is because of the narrative that's given. Yep, I'm cooked. I sure am. Says the crybaby that can't even stand up for his own belief structure. Said the person who tried to defend it by saying, well, I can't help it. I was born this way. I was born Jewish. No, you weren't. Sorry, that's not a race of people. They're not a race. It's insulting to all the rest of the races out there to suggest that people can convert to a race. It's such a stupid, stupid comment. Morning, dopey. More schizophrenic babble. There we go. We have our talking points. Schizophrenic. Look at me talking to the people in my head. They're so stupid, they don't even know their own, like, they don't even use the right burns. Good morning. Why? Well, that's what we're saying it for, right? She just said, gotta watch what you're saying. We don't have free speech anymore. The Teflon Black Cube, Mecca Black Cube. Do your research. You're being fucking fucked by Saturn daily. Wake up to the system. Being fucked by Saturn. I mean, that's just sort of their idea, but Jews and Muslims worship Saturn. What the fuck are you talking about? Yes, they worship Saturn. It's definitely meth. I can't listen to this lunatic, says the guy who's supposedly on vacation and been here for over an hour, who comes here every day, who can't come up with a single thing that I'm getting wrong. Called me a liar, and when I asked what I'm lying about, had nothing else to say. Standard crybaby shit. Crybaby shit. You only believe in Saturn because they tell you to. You can't even see it. You think you can because you've been told you can't. You can't. It's ridiculous. Saturn has a cube that has the pentagram or whatever it is. I don't remember with the exact shape. It has it on there. We've seen it with our satellites. They took a picture of it. Shut the fuck up. Like, if you believe anything NASA tells you, NASA to deceive, you believe anything NASA tells you, you're fucking stupid. I'm sorry, I accidentally had to rewind you. I just got done calling me a child making up fantasy, but you don't make all the stuff up just to proliferate your hate. What? What thing am I making up? Come on, be more specific. Tell me which thing you're talking about. Of course you're gonna deny being a pedo. Like, nobody's gonna acknowledge that shit. But other than that, like, tell me, which part about your disgusting fucking pedo cult am I getting wrong? Why is that so hard for you to answer? If I'm wrong, it should be easy to do, man. It should be easy to prove everything I'm saying. Just be like, oh, you said this and you're wrong about it. You said this and this is how you're wrong about that. That's how this should be going. It just never seems to. It's always just more crybaby, 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 crybaby. That's literally all you have. What are you denying Matitza Bapé? Are you saying that's not a thing? Am I wrong about Hanukkah? Am I wrong about Christianity? Which thing? Come on, dumbass. You seem to say, like, you love to put the longest comments. You say a whole bunch of shit. But the only thing you can't say is what I'm wrong about. You can talk all the shit in the world. I'm this, I'm that. I hate, actually, marijuana, blah, blah, blah. You can say all these things. But to actually discuss what I'm wrong about, that's where you draw the line. Ah, shit. Yep, got nothing. It's the weirdest shit, man. Wiki equals schizo Jew babble. Does it? Is that what wiki equals? I mean, it is, I guess. And they flat out tell you that they control Wikipedia and control the editing process to ensure that everything is balanced and Zionist in nature. So, I don't know what you're going to say about that. I'm sure you'll deny it or cry or... Actually, you won't even address it because it's true. And anytime it's true, you just hide. Wikipedia is a joke. Now Wikipedia is a joke. Yep. Right. I guess we have to do it, guys, right? It's they're forcing my hand, aren't they? So we're going to have to show Naftali Bennett Former Israeli Prime Minister, though at the time of recording, is future Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett. Israeli agents, Mossad agents, high-ranking Israeli Special Forces person. Because Wikipedia is no good, right? Except for this. Except for this stuff. Here he is talking to IsraelNationalNews.com.
In conjunction with My Israel, has arranged instruction day for key editors. The goal of the day is to teach people how to edit in Wikipedia, which is the #1 source of information today in the world. As a way of example, if someone searches the Gaza flotilla, we want to be there. We want to be the guys who influence what is written there, how it's written, and to ensure that it's balanced and Zionist in nature.
Right? So it's a joke. If you read off of Wikipedia, it's not exactly what Israel wants you to read. It's a conspiracy against Israel. That's why Israel is there teaching the #1 source of information in the world, according to him, how to do their job. They didn't know how to edit until Israel came and showed them how to edit so that it has a balanced, and so it's balanced and Zionist in nature. Yep. Link is in the description of every single fucking video. If you can't figure that out, I really don't know what to tell you.
They have on their sanity. It sucks when you wish you aborted your plan to be more of a man than 3 generations before.
Wiki is heavily controlled. Anyone can be a contributor. No, they can't. So I love when people are dumb enough to say that shit. If anyone could edit Wikipedia, then all somebody would have to do is go to Wikipedia, click select all, click delete, click save, and they could just fuck Wikipedia up, page after page after page. There wouldn't be wiki editors there if anybody could just do it. There is an illusion that anybody can edit Wikipedia, but I've been reading you the Team Jorge page for well over a year, every day, and none of these idiots decide to edit that page and say Guy Williams is stupid or nothing like that. They could prove that, proving that anybody can just edit Wikipedia, that would be a way to do it. But it never happens. So do you understand how stupid it would be if Wiki just let anybody edit? And here, wait, let's. There's actually more to the video to address what dumbass just said, right? Watch. So this is Miriam Schwab. Listen to what she has to say.
We as Israelis and as Jews can defend Israel online, on the internet, and particularly in Wikipedia in this case. Wikipedia is a bit of a complex system and it's sometimes hard to figure out the rules. I've personally tried to edit things in Wikipedia that were against Israel, small things, and my changes were erased or undone, and I didn't.
So, anybody can't just edit Wikipedia. She made some changes. That's the thing she thought was wrong, and it stayed up. This entitled Jewish princess made some changes, and those changes weren't honored. Aww.
Understand why, and I think that this kind of knowledge is important for anyone who wants to be active in defending Israel on the internet, so that we can go and we can see the information and we can say this isn't quite right. It's showing one side of the story, and I have the power and the right to change that.
I have the power and the right to change it.
In general, it's so important for us to be online, working to.
It's important that they have the power and the right to edit things in Wikipedia. Not else. If they think something is wrong, they have the power and the right to edit it. Whatever they want it to be, that's how it should be. piece of shit's in Israel. Oh, I'm ignoring you. Show us your search history. Yeah, I don't even know how to do it, but why would I give a shit? Like, you guys, how come you're so desperately trying to get anything but what's being talked about? I don't have to prove anything to you guys. I'm the one that goes live and brings you fucking pedos here. You know? I'm the one that's actually trying to make a difference. You're the one hiding in the background, not really able to debunk anything I'm saying. But I should show you the search history. Because then what? Then what will be your crybaby excuse for not being able to address simple shit? No, I don't. I don't have any idea how to show my search history. What would it matter? Obviously, I don't care enough if I don't know how to do it. Must not be something that's real important to me. But this is the crybaby, man. He's visiting his piece of shit family. His whore mother. His pedophile father. Who, if he's from Israel, he knows what I'm saying. He knows the ritualistic sexual abuse that's everywhere. His father probably did it to him, along with the rabbi and, you know, an uncle or some shit. This is what they do, man. This is without a doubt who they are. They believe it leads to transcendence. They believe it leads to, like, enlightenment and shit, to rape children. While they you know, they quote Psalms, and they reenact the binding of Isaac. I mean, these are fucking sick people. And the fact is, if he's going to deny that it happened to him and it happens in his family, which isn't likely, he knows for a fact this shit happens all over Israel. And he does nothing about it. Says nothing against it. He's not somebody that's a good person and goes, you know what, I am a Jew, but I'm with you on this one. I'm with you that we need to stop this. This needs to go. Matitza Pape needs to go. The ritual sexual abuse needs to go. The binding of Isaac needs to go. I'm a good Jew. I respect heritage and all that, but you're right. These are horrible, horrible things, and they need to be addressed. He doesn't say anything like that. No, I don't know him. You want to come down here and see? I don't have to. So, we'll just prove it real quick. You guys want to see the proof? Because I show you guys every day. Oh, look. Let's do this. Look. Search history. So if I put, let's see. Well, I put I in there and all this shit came up. So I guess it's only going to show the things associated with I. So Israel Hayom, the Bottom of Darkness article, is one of the hardest articles you'll ever have to read. It'll just keep kicking you off and kicking you off. The weirdest shit ever. And I wish I had the dual computer. Oh, you guys just see that, right? You saw what just happened, right? So I have to click the button. Now I have to click back. Now we're back to the Bottom of Darkness. That happened right off the bat, right? Bottom of Darkness. Children raped in ritual ceremony. Well, it did it again. So now I got to exit out of that. Children raped in ritual ceremonies expose the horrors. Multiple women recount organized abuse, including ritual ceremonies conducted by people they knew, even close family members. After months of interviews with victims, their families, treatment professionals, and experts in Israel and abroad, a disturbing picture emerges with descriptions difficult to read. So look at this. Oh, look, now he's running away. Of course he's running away. The proof shows up and he's like, oh, I want to get out of here. No, I don't want to hear this. You just said I did this and I know about this and I'm pretending like I don't. course he's gonna run away. He's a fucking bitch-ass coward. He's a fucking coward. I'm a dirty liar. Why don't you tell me what I'm lying about? See, I mean, he still won't fucking tell me what I'm lying. Keeps calling me a liar, but won't tell me what I'm lying about. I suffered painful sodomy. Truly felt like I was splitting in two. It's a terrible experience, but there's something about these things, perhaps in their strangeness, that's like, maybe the hardest component is that if you tell people about these things, they'll think you're crazy. So when children in Israel tell their parents about the abuse that they suffered, which is probably abuse that their parents suffered, the parents tell them they're crazy. Oh, go figure. It's another situation where you're crazy. You have mental issues. They tell their own children who tell them, I'm being raped at school, I'm being raped by the synagogue, I'm being ritualistically raped. Oh, you're crazy. Stop it. Go back to that situation. I don't care where all those bruises and marks came from. This is insane, you guys. This is fucking insane. And of course, bitch-ass Joey's gonna run away. Because he knows I'm blowing the fucking lid off this shit. And there's no denying it. All of the other things that they would normally say. This is just anti-Semitism. You're only getting one side of the story. You know, all that bullshit. This is Israel Hayom. Hayom. The article's titled Bottom of Darkness. Oh, look, Joey's telling me to stop. Why? Why aren't you saying, yes, you're right, I'm a good Jew, and I think these things are repulsive, we need to get rid of them. Please expose these things. If it doesn't mean you and your bitch-ass piece of shit fucking whore family isn't exposed in the process, why would you want me to stop? Does that make sense? Shouldn't all the Jews in the comments be like, no, man, you're right about this. We need to get rid of this shit. This is horrible. This gives us a bad name. Yep, blowing smoke. That's all I'm doing. Yep. You know, it would be one thing if it was just me saying these things and reading articles and shit. But the example of the commenters who aren't supportive of this exposure, who think there's something wrong here with me telling the world about this. Why aren't they saying, yeah, let's fix this. This makes us look bad. Other than because they know they're going to be exposed. It's obvious. Give me a better example. Give me another explanation that makes sense. Literally making a dangerous environment for people like me. Yeah, in Israel, what I wouldn't give for one of those fucking rockets you claim is pointed at Israel at all times to drop on you right now. How am I making it dangerous for you? You're making it dangerous for you. Unless, of course, you're guilty, because then, yes, we're making it dangerous for you. Do you see how you just keep walking into these things? If you were saying how awful this shit is and that we need to expose it and get rid of it, then you wouldn't look bad, well, nearly as bad. You'd still be a piece of shit friar, but now you're claiming I'm making the environment dangerous for you by saying we should eliminate this pedophile shit. Who says that? Who says that? Who thinks exposing pedophiles makes it dangerous for them? He's already there. While you are. Got to get your yours right. The only people that are allowed to do that. Exactly. Look at Alexandrovich, who was allowed to leave by a Jewish judge, by an Israeli-born judge. But I don't want to change the subject too much here because we have a great of what I'm talking about right in front of us right now. Please explain to me why I'm making a dangerous environment for you. Is it because you have the volume on and the people around you are mad? All you're doing is confirming my suspicions, confirming my accusations, and I appreciate it. I couldn't ask you to say anything better. Seriously. As far as making my point goes, it would be less effective if you agreed with me. The fact that you're going to such great lengths to try to, circumvent this shit says everything I need to know. If I can actually can actually brainwash somebody more of a threat, can you put people like me in danger? What? If can actually brainwash somebody more of a threat, can you put people like me in danger? What the fuck is this moron talking about now? He's so discombobulated by the fact that he just outed himself that he can't even get the words right. His fingers are probably shaking like crazy and shit. He realizes he just walked into the trap. It's got to be fucking weird, man. If I was a pedophile and I was, I would be scared for my life too. Especially watching someone. And remember, he said he was leaving, right? Obviously, something else is going on here. Schizo-babble tattoo. Have it in Hebrew. Then I wouldn't want Hebrew on my body. That'd be fucking gross. That'd be like a stitch shit stain that you couldn't wipe off. Sorry. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm nervous when you proliferate lies about me. I hear crazy people like you talk the crazy things you say, and it makes me wonder about people who might believe it. Do I have to hide who I am? Yep. You all can say what you want, but think about it for a second, and you will realize that this is going to destroy freedom of speech. If you believe this guy's life, what would you do if you believe this guy's life, what would you do to people like me? We eliminate you. Well, actually, I want to give you what you want. I want to give you Israel. Why are Jews so upset about that? You get Israel. All yourselves. You just don't have any more help. But you don't need it. You don't need $15 billion a year. Soon to be $30 billion a year. Almost $40 billion a year. Shekels. But see, look at these long-winded fucking excuses for not saying yes as a Jew who is proud of my heritage. I am disgusted by this Israel Hayom bullshit and all the pedophilia, and I want to do everything to stop it. You outed yourself. You had all of the opportunity to say exactly that, and instead, you started crying like somebody who was guilty. Yeah. I don't know how much more obvious it can be. I think you know it's obvious, which is why you're crying so hard. Trying to make up these dumb excuses and shit. Oh, no, it's because people might believe you. All 15 people that are watching me, they might happen to know who you are, guy in Israel right now. They might just happen to know who you are, and this is going to kill freedom of speech. How does me saying things that aren't supposed to be said kill freedom of speech? Isn't this the definition of freedom of speech? You fucking moron. Nothing should ever destroy freedom of speech as long as people fight for it. It's literally freedom of speech who's going to really say what they want and stand on it, whether it's true or false. You never hear me telling people they shouldn't say what they say? I prefer when people are honest and let their true colors shine. Then I know who you are and I don't have to waste time on you. You're some piece of shit racist or some friar piece of shit. I want to know right away, and then I can just be like, oh no, you're a friar? Oh, you're a pedophile. I don't need to spend any time with you. I have never done anything I'm ashamed of in my entire life. See what I mean? That's not a denial, right? That's just you saying you're not ashamed of doing it because it's ritualistic bullshit that was done to you, done to your parents, done to, You're not ashamed of it doesn't mean you didn't do it, you piece of shit. You can't make this easier for me. Meanwhile, you can't even look through your search history because you don't know. Really? They? See what I mean? He's still this. How many comments have been made after this guy said he was leaving that didn't deny specifically doing any of these things? I mean, once you specifically pointed out, now of course, no, I am saying it. I didn't. Like, that's what's going to happen. I've never done anything I'm ashamed of. That's literally what Tal Hanan, the leader of Team Jorge, the Israeli Black Ops organization that has the 30,000 bots at their disposal at any time, and they use it to manipulate elections, presidential elections of which they're 82% effective. And remember that? He said that he is guilty of no wrongdoings or something like that. Brow, he says. Brow, literally, let you take everything from my computer, LOL. I'll give you broke self my computer, LOL. What about yours, though? Come on, buddy. I'm giving you a free computer. Right? Oh, well, yeah, here, let me have it. Here, just let me have your computer. Let me just have your computer. You could say anything you want. That you're gonna do this and you're gonna do that. Let me see how you make that happen. Come on, give me your computer. Right now, give it to me. You dumbass. I literally pay $5,000 right now for your crappy computer. Yeah. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. And again, isn't this funny how you're still so desperately like, this is deflection, right? Instead of actually addressing what's being said and what you've walked yourself into, you're now trying to, just turn it on me. Yep, it's me. Come on, buddy. Put your money where your mouth is. $10,000. Right, because you have $10,000 to give. Come the fuck on. You go donate $10,000 to the Bilderberg Group right now, and I'll do whatever fucking search history bullshit you want. You got to prove yourself first, because we all know what liars you friars are. Okay, bro, I'll give you $25,000 for your... Look, he's so desperate to try to fucking change the subject that he's gone from $5,000 to $25,000 in like 3 comments. This is how desperate this person is. He's trying to pay me off. Go ahead. Donate the money right now. And you can have whatever computer I have. Pay $25,000 for your computer. You go ahead and donate your $25,000 to the Bilderberg group right now, and then send your address, and I'll send you the computer. Let's see how he backs out of this now, right? Let's see. LOL, I'm a liar, LOL. Do you know how stupid it is that you don't know how to look through your search history? Everybody in this comment section knows how to do that. Yeah, well, I guess I've never really had to, then have I? Am I wrong, folks? Come on, stroke me, please. Somebody else tell me, come on, focus on something else. Don't focus on what I just admitted to, right? This is the guy who said he was leaving, but just before he did, he said he basically admitted that he's a pedophile. And when I start reading the Israel Hayom article, he's telling me to stop. And then, the closest thing he's done to denying this shit is to say that he's never done anything he's ashamed of. Come on, folks. Am I right, folks? Come on, folks. Yep, I'm always talking about submarines. I just can't believe how easy it is. But you know what? I see it all the time. Gordon Flowers does it. These pedo hunters do it. When people are guilty, they'll say shit. They walk themselves into things. And this dumbass just did it. Better than I could have hoped. There might be one down here if you need it. But you'd have to come get it. I said there might be one down here if you need it, but you'd have to come get it. I just got a guy to basically admit that he's a pedo. And now he's offering to pay $25,000 for my computer. So then when I said, okay, put the 25 grand into the fucking Bilderberg account and I'll send you my computer. Well, now he's got some other excuse. Now he's saying, I'm out. And just for the record, I never said that, but before I think about how dumb it is that somebody can't look through their history, come on, you got deductive skills and observational skills, right? My deductive skills and observational skills have shown me that you're clearly a pedophile who knows everything about the Israeli bottom of darkness kind of shit. And who, you know, not only have you been victimized by your family, you have done some victimization yourself. And, you know, that's basically it. That's what I've observed it. Now, see, again, this dumbass doesn't realize that he just proved himself to be a lying piece of shit, right? He's willing to say anything. He's willing, I'll pay you $5,000. I'll pay you $10,000. I'll pay you $25,000. But then when called out, he shrivels up like the little fucking troll bitch he is. It's amazing. It's amazing. You don't need to look up search history if you're not trying to delete it. What the fuck do I care what's on my search history? Nothing I need to worry about. Fucking dumbass friar coward. Making it sound like he's some big baller. Oh, I'll give you $25,000. All they do is lie. I mean, you know, thank you for the fucking example. All you do is fucking lie. And of course, we have another one of these disgusting pedos being like, let's talk about submarines. Let's not talk about this, guys. Come on, guys. This makes our people look too shitty. So one of the excuses that's used repeatedly with this bottom of darkness thing is, again, that somehow they make the abuse so severe that when the kids try to tell, the parents and shit don't believe them. Can someone else, before I leave, do you need some help now? You need an IDF soldier? You're not very good without an IDF soldier or some sort of threat over somebody, are you? How about I admit it to? And yes, I have the money. Just shoot me your address and I'll mail it to you. No. Just stop making excuses. Put the 25 grand into the Bilderberg account. That'll go to my account. And then I'll send it to you. What do I have to lose? I'm not worried about you. You're just coming up with every dumb little thing you can to backtrack. You fucking pedophile. You disgusting piece of shit pedophile. Obviously, he doesn't want that secret outed. But the thing is, again, this idea that like it says here, maybe the hardest component is that if you tell people about these things, they'll think you're crazy. That's fucking insane. I remember many types of severe sexual abuse, but there's something about these ritualistic abuses that makes them the bottom of darkness. A matter of, you don't even have to do anything, Ella. I'll just give it to you, no problem. It's not a lot. Sure, do it then. Do it, you dumb fucking friar. You trying to buy me off now? Because we know that's how you do it. You always trying to buy people off. Can I buy your friendship, please? Will you ignore what a piece of shit I am? Keep lying. Keep saying how you're going to do something you won't do, you lying piece of shit. In direct words and with a clear voice, Imuna, it's a pseudonym like all the victims' names in this article, pseudonym, described the severe abuse she allegedly experienced in her childhood. Organized sexual abuse that included, quote, ceremonies with supposed religious significance. How horrifying ceremonies in which religious people, some from her own family, sacrificed her as an offering for spiritual transcendence or redemption. Remember, these guys practice kaparat, or however you say it, where they transfer their sins. What in our perception, it's to the chicken. It's actually originally it was a human sacrifice, but I guess they transitioned to chickens, at least in the public eye, a while ago. But supposedly they transfer their sins on. They swing the chicken around by its neck and kill it. And then they donate that meat to the poor, and the poor eat the sin-filled meat. The other thing is that they can wave money over their heads and then give that to the poor. But we know that's not happening. Can you believe that piece of shit doubled down by making fucking fake claims? Oh, I'll give you $25,000. That's not a lot of money. Think about that shit, man. Think about how fucking stupid you are. You're so stupid. Not only did you fall into the trap, you doubled down to prove what a piece of shit liar you are. That you'll say anything to try to get your way. This is one of the most telling feeds I've ever done, man. I appreciate it. Sacrificed her as an offering for spiritual transcendence or redemption. Imana is not alone. More than 10 women between the ages of 20 and 45 with whom we spoke describe a severe phenomenon raising serious concerns that in Israel, like many countries around the world, It's not just Israel, it's many countries. That's how you know it's Jews that wrote this, right? Because they're still trying to like deflect. Oh, it's not just us. Okay, this happens everywhere. Organized sexual abuse of children is occurring right under everyone's noses. Oh, I'm joking. Yeah, I'm joking. You're a piece of shit, dude. You just proved everything I have to say about you people. And you keep doing it. That's why I allow you to be here. Don't you get it? You're only here because I allow you to be. I like having you here to out yourself. It's so much easier than me doing it. I'd be willing to bet you don't come back. Today will be your last day. Because you're not going to want to be the guy that admitted to being a fucking pedophile, knowing all about the Israel Hayom stuff, trying to buy me off with your $25,000 and then backing out. You're not going to want to be that guy, you Matitza Bapé fucking disgusting piece of shit. Perhaps the world knows that rape occurs, that incest occurs, but the world doesn't know, Imana said. These acts have been kept secret for years, perhaps because of their insanity. It was always very, very strange, as if there was an internal logic, but it was so crazy. Very strange things happen there, normalized in a ritualistic and orderly manner. There is a specific time. There's when to say this verse and when to say that verse. There's an order, as if things are supposed to be done this way. Fucking crazy. Each woman we interviewed during our investigation had a different life story. They come from different areas of the country, from north to south. Each is at a different place in her life. Some are students, others work and manage careers and family lives. And there are also young women barely surviving, clinging to life by their fingernails. These women did not know each other previously, grew up in different communities, and come from different sectors and religious streams. Yet the ritual abuse stories they describe are similar in ways that compel us to listen and not turn a blind eye. Some were harmed in early childhood educational settings or in girls' schools, others in their family homes, yeshivas, or synagogues. In this article, we present only a very small sample from many hours of interviews and information, and some descriptions in this article are difficult to read. The great fear expressed by everyone who spoke with us is that the organized sexual abuse of children continues to this day. Of course it does. Of course it does. Blessed who release the bound. Victim, sacrifice, punishment, correction, transcendence, redemption. These are reoccurring concepts in the testimonies, the prayers, the mutterings, the ecstasy surrounding the victims, the extreme pain, humiliation, and torture, the crushing of personality and soul, the testimony after testimony after testimony from women who experienced organized childhood abuse that included group rape performed within ceremonial and ritual frameworks. Come on, tell me how I'm wrong. Tell me how this Israeli article is wrong. Sucking the blood is like sucking snake venom from a wound. Yeah, sure it is. Oh my fucking God. If you get bit by a snake and somebody has to suck out the venom, it's to keep you alive. It's a last-ditch effort to try to keep you alive. It's not some ritualistic, unnecessary bullshit, you fucking disgusting weirdo. Are you fucking kidding me? This is all I'm saying. This is why I leave these fucking disgusting people here. That you could even say that shit is so fucking crazy. Guy's not left or right, but always right. What am I wrong about? Why don't you stop saying dumb shit that you think is clever and start saying real things? Which part am I wrong about? Is this I'm making this up? Oh yeah, I don't get that part. That's what the problem is. Not your dumbass explanation. Fucking A. And that's the thing. Daniel just said it. We got it. The problem is it needs to stop. And none of you seem to think so. Oh, look. Page just fucked up. Now let's see what it does. Now it's going to bring me to a coupon section of all things where I have to scroll down. So now it's back to the top of the article where I have to now click. Oh, I have to click read more once again. For some reason, it's gonna make it extremely difficult to read the article. Why would the fucking website make it difficult to read their articles? We met these women over the past few months. We spoke with family members of some victims, with treatment professionals, and with experts in Israel and abroad, specializing in trauma and disassociation. A range of conditions from emotional detachment to complete disconnection from feelings, sensations, memories, and more. We collected information about organized ritual child abuse, a phenomenon recognized worldwide. It happens all over the world. Don't forget that, people. It happens all over the world. So there's the three excuses that the article gives. Because even though the article is telling about it, it's still making the excuses. So the one excuse will be that this happens all over the world, not just here. And that's what they do that with everything. You know, this whole shit that's going on between Israel and Pakistan right now is because there was an attack that happened. Either it was against the Pakistanis from the Indians, the people of India, I believe. I don't remember. But the Pakistanis had like 16 people killed in a fucking like an attack. And Israel was pushing the story around like, how come the world isn't up in arms about this? Huh? We're in the same situation. And like they're basically saying that what happened in Pakistan was so bad that the world should be, you know, crying about it and demanding this and demanding that. And yet what happens in Israel shouldn't be. Like it's or in Pakistan, or I mean in Palestine, not Israel, but like it's bad when it happens in Palestine, or in Pakistan, but not when it happens in Palestine. So they use the world. This happens all over the world. What about what they're doing? What about what they're doing? You'll hear that one. The other one is that the cops, they don't have enough money. Perhaps the cops don't have enough money to be able to do proper investigations. The Israeli police don't have enough money. And the third one is the idea that the abuse is just so crazy that when the children tell the parents don't believe them. The parents who, you know, undoubtedly experience the same fucking shit. Oh, there we go again. It just fucked up on its own. I wasn't even looking at it. Oh, look. Bitch-ass Joey. Joey the fucking pedophile. Bitch-ass Joey is back here crying some more. Again, still not saying something along the lines of, as a Jew, I am appalled by our people doing this shit, and it needs to stop. That's the one thing he's not saying, and he wonders why I think the way I do. Because by not saying that, you're defending it. You're acknowledging it. You can't deny it. It's in black and white here. You can see it. You could look this up for yourself. And you can't deny it by saying, oh, that's some anti-Semites that did that. Nope, it's all Jews. The whole website is Jews, editors Jews, the writers are Jews, the photographers are Jews. All the doctors interviewed are Jews, all the victims are Jews. Everyone's Jewish in this article. Are people people? Why do they belong to me because I'm Jewish? What? What a fucking dumbass. What a dumbass. All they do is keep proving the point, guys. The picture emerging from all gathered information is disturbing and difficult. It requires, at minimum, a deep and meaningful investigation by law enforcement authorities. It is a religious national mission to expose this phenomenon and uncover the truth. A treatment professional in a religious community familiar with details of the phenomenon told Israel Hayom. Most women we interviewed come from religious Zionists or ultra-Orthodox communities, although Shishabat, I don't know how to say it, received additional testimonies about similar cases in secular society. So all of the different fucking cults. Oh no, they're reeling right now today, open-minded. They're fucking, there you go. There, we got one. You ask for it and they'll give it to you. Unless it's a good reason. But they're freaking out right now. I think that it just fucked up again. I think they're really upset with that this article was ever even published. You know, because it shows you that they're you know, that there's some sort of like small little undercurrent of reality in this fucking crazy cult. Oh yeah, we're just running, screaming. You just said you were leaving, you fucking dumb coward. You also said you were going to pay $25,000 because it wasn't a lot of money to you. But suddenly you exposed as a liar yet again. Pretty much anybody that's on here that's not like, holy shit, tell us more about this. How do we fix this? How do we end this shit? Is guilty. You're guilty. If you're in here and you're trying to distract or disrupt or anything negative, why? Why would anyone think like we anything other than this needs to be well known and eliminated? How do we fix this? By unifying. It's how we fix everything, from vaccines to genocide. We fix it all by unification and overthrowing the friars who control the narrative. But suddenly I was going to post a video to show them in 2025, oh, now you're going to show off a car. Oh, he's trying everything he can to backtrack on the fact that he admitted to being a fucking pedo. It's insane. But it's literally, it's what they do. Oh yeah, I got money in my pocket. Oh yeah, well I got a car. I drive a car. That means that takes away from all of this abuse and shit. Because not once has this admitted Israeli friar said anything about how we should destroy this fucking shit. How is this shit? I would be, if I belonged to the cult and I found out this shit, you know, because he's pretending like he didn't know. He knew. But if I found out about it, first of all, I would leave the cult. But I would be furious, and I would be demanding that my cult fix this problem. But this guy wants to show a car. I'm in a car. I'm in a car. Dude, you can't do shit. You said you were going to give 25 grand because it wasn't anything to you, and you won't. You're just a lying piece of shit. You all are. How should we go about unifying everybody? Through truth. Share the feed. It's grassroots, man. It has to start somewhere. Why can't it start here? Morning, man. The only way we do it is baby steps, man. It took a while to get here. It's going to take a while to fix it. I think we should stop lying. How many watches does Charade up anyways? Stop lying. How many watches does Charade up anyways? Lying piece of shit. I mean, we've already been found out. What? Are you guys insane? This guy is a fucking moron. Absolutely share this feed. Share it if you agree or disagree. I hope if you share it, you know, you disagree, you share it with people who can actually make reasonable arguments. I would love it Love it if a rabbi would come in here. Come on, rabbis. Come on, preachers, pastors, reverends. Come on, religious fucks. Come on. Get some Israelis that actually know some shit. I'd say get some that aren't cowards, but you're all cowards. You're just doing a condescending voice, making fun of the chat. That's not much knowledge being given now. Right. Reading the Israel Hayom article and then showing you the examples of it in the article has nothing to... So it just flipped again, but watch. This time, now it's taking me to a different article. Now it's how Israel destroyed Assad's navy. It's so strange how this works. But it's because they don't want you reading this. They probably know where it is, you know, they could tell where it's going and shit like that. And I think you're living in a fantasy world. Ellie, living in a fantasy world? Of course. Yep, I'm not telling the truth, I'm lying. I'm the one that said 25 grand, that's no big deal, I'll pay you 25 grand. I already had said, let's do it. You're just a coward. You say I'm lying, you haven't shown me a thing I'm lying about. Not a single fucking thing. You haven't even addressed it. You just say the crybaby, you're a liar. Me and this whole Israel Hayom article just lying it up, huh? You said you were leaving. You said you were going to pay 25 grand. You said you're not a pedophile. Man, you are a lying piece of shit. Gotten, how does it feel, you freak? What? How did you get me? You keep getting me if that's what you think you're doing. Therefore, it's important to emphasize that these findings don't target any specific sector, but rather direct a beam of light towards suspected crimes of the most severe kind imaginable, crimes committed through a parallel world transparent to sight, through deeply dark and sinister. Ooh. Several rabbis' names appeared repeatedly in some testimonies. Multiple complaints filed at different police stations around the country were all closed relatively quickly. Even when suspicions arose previously about a network harming children in Jerusalem, police investigators, at best, lacked sufficient tools or knowledge to properly investigate. Yeah, that's what it is. That's why. And Matitza Bapay is like sucking the venom out of a snake bite. That's all it is. What's up, man? You good? In that case, extensively exposed in 2019 on the TV program The Source, suspicions arose around about a pedophile network that harmed dozens of children in the Nalat neighborhood. Investigators tended to dismiss it as an invention, an exaggeration. Fucked up again. Or panic by parents and treatment professionals, and closed the case with almost no relevant indictments. Totally makes sense. A man named Benjamin Satz was convicted and sentenced in 2013 to imprisonment for committing indecent acts and sodomy against girls and boys aged 5 to 8. Are you fucking kidding me? We don't know what his sentence was, though. Another suspect was acquitted due to reasonable doubt. In practice, dozens of children remained traumatized and required years of emotional therapy. No outsiders in the community. I remember a pentagram on the floor, usually in red, When the ceremony was in the forest, the pentagram was marked with a hoe and surrounded by lit candles in a circle. The rabbi would blessed who released the bound. Men around prayed with prayer shawls, sometimes dressed in black, while the rabbi wore a white robe. There were several men and boys around the ages of 16 and 17 who participated in ceremonies for spiritual transcendence. It's fucking awful, man. Like, this is one of those things where I really wish I wasn't fucking right. Right? Like, this is, I don't like this. I don't enjoy reading it. It's awful. And all I ever want is for it to stop. But just like the October 7th false flag where no Israelis were killed or taken hostage, I didn't want to be right about that. You know? I said something about that in April of that year that it was going to happen. And I didn't say it was going to happen any day now. I said I thought it was going to happen closer to December. But I told you that it was going to happen. That they were going to do a false flag and then they were going to they were going to commit the genocide. This was going to be the end game. There was one time they asked me to dig a hole and lie in it. Other times they injected me with something and said, "Now you'll feel better," after which my body went limp. They would repeatedly read psalms like a psalm of David, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." They told me, "You are special, you are chosen." And they would insert, I remember, fucked up again, a palm branch, Hanukkah candles, and a shofar. The shofar is that weird horn that they blow. Again, who isn't like appalled by what I'm reading? And let's say you came here to troll, or let's say you just don't like me for whatever reason it is. If you're not Jewish, why, even if you're Jewish, why aren't you hearing this and going, "Holy fuck, dude. You're right, we need to do something about this. Here, let me share this. More people need to know about this shit." Why? What's stopping that? What does anything I do outweigh this? Does my belief in submarines really outweigh this? This is unfucking believable, and yet it's true. Limor, another pseudonym, grew up in a religious ultra-Orthodox home. Her father, she says, always acted violently toward her and her mother. Throughout the years, she required medical treatment at a hospital and was accompanied by a professional due to injuries caused by violent abuse she had experienced. According to her testimony, her father was the one who brought her to these, quote, ceremonies. Being delivered by family members is characteristic of many testimonies we gathered. Limor says sometimes the ceremony took place in a forest, other times in a secluded apartment. There were instances when she witnessed and heard other children being abused. Testimony regarding additional child victims repeats across multiple cases. In many testimonies we documented, women also participate in the ceremonies and abuse. Organized rape of children is one of the most horrifying phenomena I encounter, Dr. Anat Gur said, a psychotherapist specializing in treating women in trauma, head of the psychotherapy program for sexual trauma treatment at Bar Ilan University and the Tel Aviv Rape Crisis Center. It's a phenomenon probably much more widespread than we imagine. It exists in many places you wouldn't expect to find it. Look at this anti-Semitic crazy person, right? Right? Because that's what happens if you talk about this stuff. Anti-Semitic crazy person. Right? What is this? Am I making this shit up? Does this testimony of the head of the psychotherapy program for sexual trauma treatment at the bar, fuck, it just fucked up again. God damn it. And now we're back to how Israel destroyed Assad's navy. So now I got to go all the way back up, and I got to go down, and I got to hit read more. Then I got to try to find where I fucking was. But again, these names, these people in here, this isn't enough. Yeah, no, I don't delete comments. One of the new things they do is they delete the comment after they make it, claiming that I'm deleting comments because, again, this is all they can come up with. You know, yesterday, multiple douchebags, one of them is even here today, is talking about, they're all talking about this same thing. This, have you looked this thing up? Have you looked this thing up? All in the same day, they all just happen to be saying the same thing. Anything to avoid what's being said here, though. Someone is deleting our comments. Yeah, well, it ain't me. You can see, right? I can't do it. Boaz, pseudonym, a senior treatment professional in the religious community, agrees. The abusers are typically not outsiders in the community. One patient told me, understand, he's the one who blows the shofar on Rosh Hashanah. The shofar symbolizes a channel. The person considered most spiritually worthy blows the shofar because he's closest to God. And he's the one telling her she is evil and that he's helping her with her atonement in this lifetime. Do you understand the distortion? Beyond the women who dared to meet and speak with Israel Hayom, professionals possess information about additional victims who report sadistic ritual abuse during childhood. The content emerging from these accounts shows remarkable similarities. Oh, did you, is it that I'm supposed to stop reading this and go look up the video that you just uploaded? That's weird. All of this time, you have not made a video. I've been begging you guys to make the video showing who you are and what's going on, and yet you refuse to. But now that I'm reading this article, now you do it. I'm sure that's just another quinky-dink. Crime without witness. Beyond the women who dared to meet with and speak with Israel Hayom, professionals possess information about additional victims who report sadistic ritual abuse during childhood. By all means, just sit here and do what you want. No, I'm going to sit here and keep exposing you pieces of shit. Oh, fucked up again. God damn. Beyond the women who dared to meet and speak with Israel Hayom, professionals possess the content emerging from these accounts shows remarkable. From all gathered information, it appears that in most cases, the sexual abuse began in very early childhood at home, perpetrated by a father, grandfather, or other family member. In other cases, the abuse occurred in educational or therapeutic settings. You saying it's a belief is insane. Of course. It has to be insane. How else can you make it make sense? What I've observed over the years, Dr. Gore said, is that whoever endures these things suffers catastrophic damage. There's also one of the challenges with exposure. The victims are so shattered that they're difficult to believe. Why would they be difficult to believe? The more cruel and sadistic the abusers are, and the younger the victims, and the more horrifying the abuse, the smaller the chance that the perpetrators will face justice because there's no one left to testify. It's just insane. So even the good guys say these crazy fucking things. The abusers so thoroughly destroy the victims' souls that it becomes a crime without witness, which of course serves a society that continues to abuse or maintain these rituals. Dr. Joanna Silberg, an international expert in treating dissociative disorders among children and adolescents, and former president of the International Society for Trauma and Disassociation guided the treatment of 70 children who allegedly fell victims to organized abuse in Israel over 5 years. Are you kidding me? That's basically one per month. It's a little bit more. 5 years, 5 times 12 is... Oh, it's too shy. Sorry, too shy. One per month. Because you support fucking sucking baby penis, you weirdo. Fucking freak, fucking weirdo. In chapter 14 of her book, The Child Survivor, she describes the severe symptoms that children suffer due to multiple forms of abuse, physical, sexual, emotional, and spiritual. Dr. Silberg notes several sources for numerous testimonies about cases of organized abuse in Jerusalem. In one case reported in professional literature, a child abused in Israel and treated in the U.S. describes how several men tortured him and recalled an incident where they submerged his head underwater. Descriptions of sadistic abuse appear consistently across all testimonies we collected. As in a Imana story, there was a ceremony like a circumcision that I underwent. I was 10 or 11. It took place in the settlement synagogue. They tied me up similar to the binding of Isaac and wounded my genitals. My father is there. My mother is there. A rabbi from the settlement. I'm tied to a table, looking at the window and imagining how I could jump through it, how I might tie a rope and rappel down to the stones. I constantly wanted it to not be happening. That's what characterizes it. I continuously thought about how it wasn't happening, how I escape. I kept telling myself I wasn't there. It's extremely difficult to understand that I was actually there, that it's me, the bound child. The youngest and most vulnerable. Organized sexual abuse occurs noted throughout the world. Of course, we have to reiterate that for the third time. Michael Staffler defines it as a conspiracy of several attackers to abuse several victims. Rabbi Dr. Yudi, oh, here we go, it's going to fuck up again. Watch. Dr. Yudi Foreman quotes in his article, Ritual Abuse in Israel, Statler's definition of ritual abuse as an ideological framing in organized context of child sex abuse, functioning as strategic practices through which abusive groups instill in victims a misogynistic worldview violently to control them. In other words, Rabbi Furman writes in his, they have two Furmans, so writes in his article, ritual abuse occurs when a religious, political, or spiritual authority uses their position of power to manipulate victims' belief systems and thereby control them. According to him, ritual abuse is primarily a strategy employed by groups involved in producing images of child abuse, child prostitution, and other forms of organized abuse, and does not constitute a separate category of violence. He also presents research by Johanna Schroeder and additional researchers from Germany who examined attitudes among 165 adults who testified that they were victims of organized ritual sexual abuse, as well as attitudes of 174 professionals who supported victims of this type of abuse. In 88% of the reports from both groups, therapists and victims, identical ideological expressions emerged. The ideological content and objectives were also presented in a similar order. Justification of violence, justification of sexual exploitation, and maintaining power and control, followed by maintaining group commitment and ensuring redemption. The researchers concluded that ideologies are primarily means to justify organized sexual violence. However, in this article, Froman argues that some reports in Israel suggest ideology wasn't merely a means to justify organized sexual violence, but formed the foundation of the abuse. Rabbi Furman references, for example, the Nahalat case, which is just one of many similar cases occurring in ultra-Orthodox neighborhoods. For instance, a private ultra-Orthodox court writes that ritual sexual abuse is cruel and frequent, accompanied by traumatic accusatory, and confusing ceremonies. The abuse is carried out by large criminal organizations and or cults and or secret organizations with financial investment and recruitment of assisting personnel. The abuse carries for its perpetrators substantial profits such as satisfaction of deviant urges, commerce and pornography, threats and extortion, and more. According to Furman, the court document describes the practice of organized abuse from preparing the scene through recruiting collaborators from educational institutions and transportation drivers to the ceremonies themselves. The ceremony takes place under the leadership of an important... Oh, fuck. Just knocked me out again. Fuck. And took me to how Israel destroyed Assad's navy. Like they don't want me reading this, strangely enough. Charlie Kirk commercial. Ceremony takes place under the leadership of an important rabbi. After a Torah lesson, approximately every 2 weeks, parents gather with their children for what is called soul correction. All couples recite psalms together, singing verses repeatedly with melody, all while standing without clothes. They stand in a circle, naked, praying, lighting candles. The children are positioned in the middle of the circle, also naked. In the document intended for parents, educators, and rabbis, the ultra-Orthodox court in Jerusalem details numerous methods and actions taken by abusers amid aiming to warning and raise awareness of the spreading phenomenon and to protect children. Among other things, the document states that to shield themselves from exposure, abusers deliberately act in extreme ways contrary to logic, quote, so that even if the children tell, they will sound completely delusional. Gee, where do we hear that word used all the time? Almost sounds like what they say to me. I gotta go, so I can't read the rest of this article right now. But Israel Hayom, the link for the article will be in the description. Love you, bye. Good thing somebody remembered. What? He's gone. Yeah. He left. Ellie is a serious troll. She's just dumb. So, seriously, please tell me what I'm getting wrong. You don't think it's fucking... It's nuts how dumbass Joey flipped out, started lying, freaking out when I was reading this article? Why? Again, if they're such good people, why aren't they demanding this get investigated and be stopped? Ellie doesn't believe what she says. She wants to believe what she's saying. But put a gun to her head and be like, so, if she believed in the Bible, right? I think anybody that says they believe in the Bible is lying. Because if you believed in the Bible, you believed in all that shit, you would understand that the Bible, both Old and New Testament, is telling you exactly how you're going to get into heaven or hell. And hell is something that nobody wants to experience. Nobody wants to go to hell. If you honestly thought hell existed, you would literally do anything in your power to ensure that didn't happen. And so that would mean you would know the Bible front to back, upside down, and you would follow every single rule, even if it meant you were going to get in trouble. You would go to prison. You would still do it. But it's something as simple as 1 Timothy 2:12 that shows you Ellie doesn't actually believe in this shit. She just likes to pretend like she does because, you know, it's the selfish, wants to go to heaven, bullshit, blah, blah, blah. So I think it's not sexually motivated like you want. Yeah, right. Sticking a penis in your mouth, a bloody baby penis, and that's literally all you do. That's your job. You knew that going into that job, that was all you were going to be required to do. Thousands and thousands of different ways. Nope, that's totally cool. About that. And if you can justify it, if you're somebody that can say, oh, it's just a religious thing, it's okay, you're a piece of shit. I'd like to see your fucking search history. I'd like to see what files you have on your fucking computer, because you're giving hints that you're okay with it. You're probably a Trump supporter. Oh no, you're defending it left and right. You're definitely not saying it's fucking disgusting. Do you even understand the context of Timothy 2:12? I understand what it says. And I'm not some asshole that thinks I can just interpret what the Bible says how I want it to say it. No, it's all supposed to be God's word, right? And I permit no woman to teach or have authority over a man. She is to keep silent. It's pretty fucking self-explanatory. I'm just so far beyond the Bible. Like, it's such a dumbass clearly Jewish fucking trick. You know, and most of the people that talk about it, they don't know shit. They don't know anything about it. The whole circumcision thing. God doesn't destroy the earth, not because of how we treat each other, not because of how we treat the earth. Like, the only thing that prevents God from destroying the earth, according to the Bible, is circumcision. What kind of fucking weird, you know, disgusting pedophile-based shit would have that be one of the tenets? I speak to her personally. Oh yeah? You have conversations with random troll from my feed? Wow, I mean a lot to you. Over emotional. That's me. Definitely a super emotional guy. Oh man, you guys are so fucking dumb. You guys are just, it's so disgustingly stupid. So embarrassingly stupid. And how did my brothers and sisters all get programmed to be so willingly, unapologetically stupid? Embarrassing. Like, there's no doubt it's fake as shit, and it's a Jewish control scheme to keep the goyim in place. Like, there is no argument to the contrary. It's amazing. It really is amazing. The fact is, none of you can actually say why you're a Christian. Like, what is it that made you say Christianity is the way to go? Especially if you're some dumb broad from the Philippines. All that ancient Filipino stuff, that's not true. Just the 2,000-year-old Jesus story, that makes sense. Because I only believe Jesus is important. Yeah, right there. Your arrogance. Why don't you just say, because I'm an arrogant fool? Because that's really all you are. You can't give any logical, reasonable, provable reason why you're a fucking Christian. You just say dumb, arrogant shit. Because I believe Jesus is the only good one. I think you're pushing it. I think you should suck my balls, you butt crack. The fuck you talking about? Which part is being pushed now, you crybabies? How come that's all you guys can say, but you can't? That's all you can say. It's all you can say. It's just dumbass nonsense. I can't even talk to Ellie. She's too dumb. It's like headache inducing dumb. It feels like banging your head into the wall. She's that dumb. And she knows it. That's the thing, she knows it. She knows she's fucking dumb as shit. My family doesn't like the Bible, but fuck your family. They don't know what they're talking about. You just believe it for no reason whatsoever. Fuck everything else. It's arrogance. It's just flat arrogance. Noni forces me. Who's Noni? Who's Noonie? Noonie? Algo has Noonie tattooed on him. I think Noonie is one of Algo's personalities, actually. Yeah, she chose to learn this shit. Based on what? See, this is where it's like, it's so irritating, because it's like, okay, Ellie, what made you do that? What made you decide to research Christianity and then it's the truth? What have you learned? What proof, what experiences have you had that show you all of your heritage is wrong and this dumb white man's bullshit is the truth? Can you answer a simple question? Noonie. God doesn't know what no one is. No, Noonie, you dumbass. At least you put it in, the two words that it is. Noonie is not a word. English is not her first language, so why would she make that mistake? That's not a typical one that foreign people make. I wouldn't make it without him. Oh my God. See what I mean? It's like you don't even understand what the question is. That's why it's always so difficult with you morons. Because you pretend to be so stupid. I know you know what I'm saying. You just don't have an answer, so you do this shit. That's how it always works. Oh, I think I'm going to get pulled over. That would be funny. You don't answer shit. You just cry. It's just cry, baby bullshit. Oh, I guess I'm not getting pulled over. Oh, too bad. My driver's good. Guy doze. I need professional help. Yep. He doesn't believe in Sky Daddy. You're hilarious. Hey! Are you driving and talking at the same time? I can't do that. I gotta turn off the music and I can't do nothing. How are you doing that? That's crazy. You're crazy. Stupid. The stupidity. Oh, the stupidity. Anyway, Go get your free download, www.the-bilderberg.group.com. Free download. Ask you how much you want to pay. You just click 0 and you're good to go. It'll be free for you. Go check out the Hollywoodism documentary video documentary bullshit that I also include a link to, which explains all of it. Explains your American beliefs, why you think the government's this, why your history is that. It explains it all, and it tells you that it's because the Jews want you to. One of the descendants of the moguls says in the article, well, essentially, you could say that the American dream is the Jewish dream. I'm also going to leave you with a link to the article I was reading, Israel Hayom, Bottom of Darkness, which you should fucking read. It's insane. It's what made Joey shit his pants. Friar fucking dumbass. And then there'll be the 3 links to the Facebook page. Donald Trump Hates America, COVID Sauce, and Sleight of Hand Job. Hopefully we'll have some new stuff here soon. I've been recording, so we need Charles to do his part. But you guys have a great day. Most importantly, as always, you friars, you pedophiles, you Matitza Bepe pedophiles, kill yourself.